I'm trying to just make this a short video because I'm having problems uploading the long ones, just taking forever, and it's not very easy to get enough Wi-Fi here to do that without disruption, so I'm trying to keep it short. So I just wanted to say, give an update because I've been back to the psychiatrist and I've been to the psychologist. The psychiatrist this time, I took Tsetsi in with me because he wasn't able to understand that I wasn't in control of the flashbacks. Kept telling me I needed to forget about the past, which is obviously what I want to do, but and it was making him stressed, and the last thing I want to do is make other people stressed. So he came with me to the psychiatrist and she explained it to him. So we're working on that. I went to the psychologist. I was late, so I was in a bit of a panic because I was late. So then I was even later because I had a panic attack about being late. So, but he didn't shout at me. He just told me that it was my time and that nobody's going to turn me away or reject me for being late. I spoke to him about how I was trying to use the breathing exercises, and I'm not sure whether when I did feel like it worked, whether it was the breathing exercise or whether the panicky feeling just went away on its own when I was in a combi. And he did tell me that it's something you have to believe in and not doubt. So perhaps I'll have to just tell myself that if it's gone away, maybe it is the breathing that has helped. I do understand where he's coming from. He also told me that with the flashbacks, once I start to sense something that I feel is going to trigger it, then to tell myself that I'm not being attacked at that time, or that it's not happening to me, even though the same smell is there. I had a problem with the smell coming through the centre of Josie, the taxi rank. There's always a smell of stale urine, and I'm used to it. We go through there a lot, but one day it just seemed more strong. It just triggered something within me, and I just felt like I just didn't know what was going to happen to my body. I can't really explain the feeling. I just had to grab hold of Tsetsi, and so I wasn't well. I didn't know what was going to happen. It was all just triggered by that smell, and I explained to the psychologist that it was difficult to try to use the breathing in that case because every time I was trying to hold my breath so I didn't have to smell what was triggering me. But so he does understand that it can be challenging when it's a smell, because obviously I have to take in a whole lungful of it, the smell that's triggering me, to take in the big breath and breathe it out again, which it's challenging. So but with the flashbacks, that's what he told me. I don't remember too much about the last session because I was in a bit of a state. But I'll try again on Tuesday. I apologise several times for being late. I was with Tsetsi at a meeting and it went on a bit too long in the morning before my appointment. So then I got myself in a bit of a state on the way there. But at the moment I'm just feeling really tired. So next week I'll go to the psychologist. I will apologise again and I'll try to be more composed and relaxed and be able to speak properly. One thing they are doing for me, I'm really grateful, is that the lady who takes the stamp, and I have to pay on the way in a small amount for an unemployed person, I'm supposed to pay every time, but she's between me and her we have a agreement that I only pay every other session, so I really appreciate that. It's just a small amount. People contribute for the free services, but I'm unemployed, it's a smaller, it's only 75 rands. But she only charges me every 2 sessions instead of every session, so we keep it between us. So I'm trying to learn more Zulu so that I can impress her more. But anyway, I'll carry on with the psychology next week. There was stress with my visa as well because I will be illegal between the 11th and the 24th of March, which is when my extension is meant to be coming through. So I called the VSA, whatever it's called, today. They told me to go to Department of Home Affairs, and get a letter to say that I can stay legally in the country between the 11th of March and the 24th, which is when my extension should come through. So tomorrow I'll go to the Department of Home Affairs and see if I can get that letter, take my passport and the receipt from VFS Global to show that I've applied. I'm just feeling at the moment, I was very tired yesterday, really tired, but I had lots of things to do, so I had to get up early after I was tired because we had load shedding the night before, and I had to plan, so I couldn't go to bed. I had to wait till 11 at night when the lights came back on, and then I had to get up very early because Setsi had an art meeting, and then I had to go to the psychology, which is draining, and I fainted on the way, so it was even more draining, and then I had to go to Pimville to try to sort out these lessons with the primary school, but luckily Clandler was also very tired, so it wasn't just me, and I'm just making a video, but Setzi's just come into the room, so 1 second. Just give me 1 second, I'll try not to make the video too long this time. Okay, so I was just saying that yesterday I was in Pimville. One thing that we did notice is that the primary school where I was supposed to carry the piano to already has a piano as well. So as well as the other primary school that has a piano, this one has an upright piano. It doesn't look like one from the outside, and we hadn't really been close enough before to see it, so that's good. We've got the piano back from Melville, which is where we were on Monday. My piano, which obviously doesn't work during load shedding because it's electric, so it's really good that we found this one, and also means that I can keep it here to teach people in Orlando West rather than taking it all over the place. It also means that they're less likely to break the pianos that they're using in the schools when they're having lessons, because electrical instruments need more repairing than other instruments, acoustic instruments. So, and also because it has strings, I can teach them, they can actually see the strings in one of the pianos, so I can teach them about how it's a stringed instrument and how it works. And it's not got the distractions that the electric keyboard has on it, as well as the background noises, which can be fun, but also a distraction from learning. At first, if they need to perform somewhere, I can take the piano, the electric one, and they can carry it around. Obviously, the most difficult thing we have to do with the upright piano at the moment is move it, which could take a lot of people, and to keep it in tune while we move it, so we'll see. I've got a feeling that a lot of schools, especially primary schools, have pianos and they're not aware that they have pianos, or that they've just forgotten about them and left them, and they've got not anybody who can use them, so they're just sat there. So it means that we can put our piano here to other use locally when there's not load shedding. So I was extremely tired, and I'm trying to support Sonia, who is having to find somewhere to live, and so I feel like I'm letting her down a bit because I wasn't back early enough to see her yesterday. I said I would go and see her this morning before I go and teach at the other school this afternoon. So I'm feeling like I'm letting Sonia down again because she really needs me, but I'm just feeling so tired. I'm also finding it hard to focus on a lot of things at once. I don't know. They tell me it's the depression, and that's maybe what I'm feeling, and maybe I could say I'm finding it hard to work or teach with depression, or I'm finding it hard to do lots of things with the depression. That's if I have the depression. Whatever I've got, I'm finding it hard to do lots of things and focus on them all, and if I have more than one thing, like the school this afternoon is really important. It's the first time I'm going to be introducing myself to the students, and we're going to be introducing them to the piano, meeting each other. There's lots of things I'm planning for that, how to get myself there in an Uber, because I don't know where it is, so I haven't managed to go and see Sonia this morning, so I feel really bad, but I'm going to try to see her once I've sorted out the address and everything, and I've prepared food for later, for load shedding, and I know what I'm doing this afternoon, so I can be at my best, at least do my best when I'm with the children this afternoon, to give them their introduction and make sure they have everything they need, so that I've got energy for this afternoon, basically, because I feel drained still. I had a good sleep last night. I did have horrific nightmares. Basically, I'm trying to keep the video short, so less than 15 minutes, but I had nightmares of the people trying to attack me, even kill me, and I was in a big house and I was trying to lock myself in these rooms. I was trying to run away constantly and I couldn't get away from these people. It was just constantly trying to get away and hide, and I didn't know who to trust, and it was really disturbing. So I'm recovering from that as well. So I feel less tired today, but I feel that if I do 10 million things before I go to do my teaching in the school, then I'm going to struggle. So I'm going to have to just be a bad sister this morning, I think. I'm used to being a bad person, known as a bad person, so I guess I don't have much choice. So that the children get the most out of what I can give them this afternoon. I'll make another video about my mental state another time. I just wanted to do an update because I haven't done one for so long. And to say I have been back to the psychiatrist, and that's once a month. She increased my quetiapine, but I haven't taken the extra yet because I was worried. She's decreased the diazepam slightly, but I haven't decreased that yet because I'm worried. So having to do that with medication as well as balancing all of these other things I'm trying to do in life as well. I feel like I need to clone myself sometimes so I can be in lots of places at the same time. And I just feel like I feel down and tired if I've got too much to do and there's too much pressure on me. I don't know whether that's just me as a failure on my part of my personality, but I am going to try and see Sonia once I've prepared for school today. Once I finish preparing for school and I know what I'm doing this afternoon, I've got the principal's telephone number and been in contact with her, then I will make as much effort as I can to get up to Sonia. I have to cross over the railway line. There's no bridge, you just have to walk across the railway tracks. And I have to find her friend's house where she's staying, the other side, in Bali. I will try to do that once I've prepared fully for school, and maybe I've eaten something, because I haven't had any breakfast yet. And it looks like I don't have time for lunch either. Yesterday we didn't have time to eat anything except a scone, so that didn't help either. And then we ate junk food for the rest of the evening. But so I need to make time to eat. It sounds pathetic, I know. Making time to eat. I don't know why I can't be normal, to be honest with you. I don't know why I can't just get up like everybody else early, do what I need to do, eat, drink, and work, and socialise with people. I don't know why I find it so hard, and why I feel so down, and why I'm struggling. I just don't understand. It just makes me feel a failure. I'm going to go now because Setsy's back. I'll speak soon. Bye bye.